When we talk about impressive engineering projects, few of them come close to the sheer size and cost of the largest dam in the world. Let me introduce you to the Three Gorges Dam in China, which is one of the largest engineering projects ever built. Let's take a look together at this engineering marvel. Located in Hubei province in China, it took almost 2 decades and a lot of manpower to bring it to life. The Three Gorges Dam is the largest hydroelectric power station in the world and produces clean, renewable energy. This dam's capacity is so massive that the volume of water it holds slows down the Earth's rotation. NASA's scientists calculated that a single shift of the water mass stored by the dam increases the length of the Earth's day by 0.06 microseconds. That's not enough for you to notice, but not many things on Earth can claim to do that. It also makes the Earth slightly more round in the middle, like creating a bulging effect. The dam was built on the Yangtze River, which is the longest river in Asia, and almost as long as the Amazon River. The dam has a height of 180 meters and is 2.3 kilometers long. Construction on this giant project cost a whopping $32 billion. Today, it provides energy for approximately 20 million people. Building the dam created a massive artificial lake. Here's a satellite map showing areas flooded by the reservoir. This feat of engineering is so unique that it is now an international tourist attraction. So why was it built? Well, there are several reasons why. The main reason for building this dam was to prevent further flooding downstream. This was a huge problem because the mighty Yangtze River was known for being unpredictable. When it broke its banks, it left destruction in its wake. The dam construction was first considered in 1919, but the Civil War and Cultural Revolution in China delayed it. In 1954, an estimated 33,000 people were killed by the flooding of the Yangtze River. Many more flooding disasters followed over the years, and something needed to be done to build a dam that will span the length of the Yangtze River to protect the citizens. China decided to go big, really big. Approximately 28 million cubic meters of concrete were used to build it. That's the equivalent of 11,200 Olympic swimming pools. Or in other words, that's the equivalent of every citizen of Russia filling up their bathtub. With concrete construction, began in 1994. And it took over 17 years and over 40,000 workers to pull it off. But you can bet that with such a huge project, there were some after effects. When completed, the dam's reservoir started filling up. But it flooded over 1,500 cities and towns. There was a lot of criticism about this from the locals and the international community. How did the government solve it? Well, more than 1 million people had to be relocated. That's a lot of people to move around, and there's still controversy about it to this day. But China believes the long-term effects justify the short-term inconvenience. It's now possible to control the flow of water, which eliminates the chances of flooding downstream. The dam now protects over 15 million people by reducing the risk of flooding. The other key reason why it was important to build the dam was to generate electricity. China's dreams of becoming a major international industrial and manufacturing powerhouse could not happen without a large supply of sustainable power. The desire for sufficient power gave birth to the idea for a massive dam, and the Three Gorges Dam does the trick. It provides renewable green energy, which does not pollute the environment. It has helped China reduce its carbon dioxide emissions. And there's even power available for many provinces around China, such as Shanghai. Although the initial cost of building the dam was enormous, the dam will eventually pay for itself and start making profits. You must be wondering what kind of engineering went into creating this behemoth? They first constructed stone coffer dams to block off parts of the river. They kept a small open portion for the river to continue flowing as they built the first section of the dam. They went about the next step by placing tons of earth into the dry riverbed. They followed it up by building a concrete cofferdam on top of it. This enabled them to work on the rest of the dam. Once construction was completed, the coffer dams were removed to allow water to reach the turbines. Inside the dam, there are 32 monster turbines with the capacity to produce 700 megawatts each. Millions of liters of water flow through the huge concrete tubes to turn these turbines every minute, creating electricity. In case of an emergency like massive rainfall, it has spillway gates and concrete chutes that can hurl excess water over 100 meters downstream and protect the system from damage. The dam was also built to improve shipping on the Yangtze River because the gorges are very dangerous to navigate. So 2 series of ship locks have been installed near the dam, and they are the biggest ship locks in the world. The dam has staircase locks designed to keep up with the highest river traffic. Each is made up of 5 stages, and it will take you 4 hours to get through the locks. Since the system is working so well, it can now handle more than 150 freight ships per day. This allows China to reach its goal of increasing river shipping capacity from 10 million to 100 million tons annually. They also thought about smaller passenger boats too. In addition to the canal locks, there is a ship lift. Yeah, you heard it right, an elevator for ships. The lift rises over 100 meters and uses counterweights within the concrete walls to elevate the ships. It will take you about 40 minutes to get to the top. When you see this ship lift in action, it is truly an impressive sight. The engineers of the Three Gorges Dam crafted the design to reduce its impact on the environment as best as possible. It now holds the largest volume of water for a dam, storing approximately 40 billion cubic meters of water. That's enough to fill up a bathtub for every person on Earth 25 times. Mother Nature is not always kind when you try to tame her. However, China is confident in the dam's performance because of the modern materials and engineering techniques they used. They have reduced the risk of the dam being damaged during an earthquake or other natural disaster. As impressive as the construction of the dam was, it did not come without drawbacks. For starters, millions of tons of sediment become trapped yearly at the bottom of the dam. Shanghai province, which is 600 kilometers away, rests on a massive sedimentary plain. The thing about sediment is that it strengthens the bed on which Shanghai is built. So if there's less new sediment, then Shanghai becomes more vulnerable to sinking in the future. To counter this, engineers have built massive Lewis gates inside the dam. When gates are opened, floodwater moves the sediment through the dam, sending it downstream to where it's needed most. There's also been a potential negative impact on plants and wildlife. The region around the river has always had rich biodiversity, but the dam disrupts aquatic and plant life because it has changed how things flow downstream. Currently, half of those plant species are endangered, while forests around the dam are decreasing more and more each year. China hopes the long-term benefits will far outweigh these short-term problems. The electricity the dam provides will benefit China for generations and catapult them into a world leader. A big advantage of the dam is that it generates green power, which has helped China reduce coal consumption by almost a full percentage point, thus avoiding millions of tons of greenhouse gas emissions. It has also supplied water to nearby cities and agricultural areas, boosted shipping along the channel, created a historic landmark, and is a source of national pride. However you look at it, the Three Gorges Dam already has its place carved out in history. But what do you think about the Three Gorges Dam? Do you think its long-term benefits justify the environmental impact? Let us know in the comments below. Also, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to Epic Engineering. It helps the channel to grow. But for now, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay safe.